You can't be a good architect sitting in office. You can master the techniques, but you have to be amongst the people, and you have to travel a lot. That's where you meet people, different cultures, different food. All that is part of architecture.
Your journey into art and aesthetics, of course, I'm sure that is a very, very strong part that must be playing in your work. Where did the two kind of merge?
I don't actually associate art and architecture. I am not combined in that sense, but I have not made any purposeful attempts to fuse both of them.
Really?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I want my art to be as a separate compartment, I can say. I wear an artist hat when I go out on Sunday to sketch. My architect hat is kept away. First 15-20 days I was just sketching as a professional. In the sense, sketching only for my works, explaining my works to clients, or presenting some works through sketches. But at one point it started getting too much, and then the technology also came in, where the SketchUp started coming in, computer SketchUp, Google SketchUp, and then AutoCAD 3 and all that, 3D Max and all that. So my sketching, I thought that it is no more for presentation. I can design through my sketches, but for presentation I did not do my sketches. And then when it is professional, you don't have freedom. It's like it's basically a job. So I wanted to break away from that, and I in fact turned to art as a stress buster. What happens in office I didn't want to do. So I have got total control over my sketches. There is no client involved. So I enjoy what I do.
So how did this become such a group activity? Like the art seems to, your personal profile.
Yeah,
it seems to kind of supersede sometimes, your...
No, it's not. I mean, the impression one gets it like that because it is only on Sunday we go out for 2 hours. And Urban Sketches started because I have been sketching, and then I started posting it. I wrote a blog on travel. I travel a lot and I sketch a lot in travel. So it's both ways. Sometimes I travel only to sketch, and I sketch when I travel. So basically the travel happens. So those travel sketches I published, and I had the opportunity to present it in an exhibition in France. So I was invited in France to have travel sketching. That's how I started the idea of, okay, I can reach up to that point, so I can also start something in India. So slowly the Urban Sketches, I came to know about it, and then it's an international organization, Urban Sketches. So about 4 years back, I was going out and sketching anyway, so I thought I will gather a few people. And since all my Facebook friends were, most of them are architects, I just put a note that from this Sunday I'm going for sketching as an invitation. So if anybody wants to join, you can join. And luckily on the first session itself, there were 25 people.
Wow.
And it has never reduced.
Okay.
I didn't have to do much actually.
Right. Okay.
It is just that somebody had to tap that, and many people wanted to sketch, but there was no forum or a platform to do that.
Right. Have some of the urban sketching entered offices that you have designed, like some of the artwork? Or
yes, they have. I mean, nowadays it has. I do a lot of calligraphy also.
Right.
Simultaneously, I was doing calligraphy, because calligraphy is one art which I can sit in the office and do. You don't require much of a material and the setup. Mm-hmm. Small paper and a small cut nib can give you a good calligraphy compositions. So that's how I started doing calligraphy. And somehow it started that every client wanted their nameplate, bungalow plate, or some wall to be painted. So that's how I started my art into my works also.
Okay.
But I keep it only to that. Okay. But nowadays everybody knows, because my clients come through reference, they have seen some artwork in their home, and they say, we also want some of your stamp to be left in our home. So I do one artwork in every project which I do.
Right.
Sometimes I give framed urban sketching things. Many have these sketches framed and put up in their house. Sometimes I paint a wall. Sometimes I make some screen with calligraphy. But I do involve art. But there also I tell that whatever I give, you'll have to accept.
Okay.
No alternatives.
Okay, so this is like one journey which is like very interesting. But on the, back to architecture, there are a lot of buzzwords, that we keep hearing. We hear of sustainability.
Yeah. When I meet my client first, I discourage him from building more than what is necessary. my belief is that the footprint has to be small. I mean, you can't have a 20,000 square feet bungalow and then you reduce the AC load and and get the material locally and all that. I said, don't build 20,000 square feet first. If your requirement is only 2,000 square feet, you build 2,000 square feet.
So do they really listen to you in such situations?
Many people listen to me. We had a very clear idea in mind what kind of practice we wanted to do, what we wanted to do in life. That was very clear. So we wanted to have control over our work, control over our time, control over our lifestyle. So that was the basic idea. We didn't want to have a practice which has no direction, or grow unknowingly, or grow in such a way that we don't have any time for ourselves.
And have you seen that change, like over the years now? I think there's a lot of awareness.
Absolutely.
A lot of, Me Too, copy,
Yes.
Neighbor's house, something from the magazine, all of that.
I think all professionals have to go through that nowadays. People come with internet images, or they come up with their own designs also many times, because of the software. We had instances of doctors and the brilliant people doing very well, industrialists, come up with their own plans and drawings. So it was kind of a taste for us, and taking their requirements also into consideration, we had to modify it. And the best part is that you have to make a decision that fellow feels that it is his decision, in the sense it is his design, but it is our design. The client should never feel that he is not in the picture. So because I know the reach of internet, I know the advantages of internet. As long as you use it positively.
And there's so much to learn, I feel. There's
absolutely. I mean, I get to see a lot of good work from outside.
Right.
You just see, type any architect's name and you come to know the works they do.
Yeah, some of the juniors are also doing pretty good work.
In fact, I've got a lot of respect for the younger generation. They do such lovely work.
On the one hand, while they might be doing a lot of good work, you can see a lot of burnout also happening, because they take a lot of pressure, some of them.
Yeah.
They don't have, like you fixed it for 3 o'clock. Now with the internet, people work, it's completely seamless. They work wherever they go.
Yeah. I can't advise anybody like that, but I will say that you have good lifestyle. Whatever you work, whatever your hobbies are, whatever you wish to do other than your profession, other than earning money, what money you need to spend also, that for that you need time and inclination also. So that is important. As an architect, as an artist, we are into a visual medium and experiencing things. So I will advise all these younger generations, they do anyway, but to travel a lot, to see the places, meet the people. It's all about people. We design for people. We don't design for cats and dogs. Of course, sometimes we do, but mostly we design for people. So you have to be amongst the people. You can't be a good architect sitting in office. You can master the techniques, but you have to be amongst the people, and you have to travel a lot. That's where you meet people, different cultures, different food. All that is part of architecture.
Okay, thank you so much. I think this was a good conversation.
Yes.
Who are those people?
These ones. I call it a tribute wall. But the clients who don't have their name, then they're very unhappy. You're also from JJ, no? I'm taking an interview.
Yeah, so